Broadcasts of the City of Neenah Common Council meetings are produced by University Studios of the University of Wisconsin-Fox Valley. Neenah residents can get information about City Council meetings, City Committee meetings, meeting agendas, and other documents via the City website, www.neenahgov.org. Neenah residents can express their opinions about city issues or about these broadcasts by contacting the mayor's office, contacting their city alderman, or by completing the electronic feedback form on the city website, www.neenahgov.org. All public portions of the meetings are recorded in entirety and are not edited for playback.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the City of Neenah's Common Council for February 15th, 2023. Welcome to those of you who are here joining us this evening. We will start with the clerk calling the roll, and please indicate your attendance on your roll call device.
Alderperson Boyette.
Here.
Orchard.
Here.
Hillstrom.
Here.
Lendrum.
Here.
Erickson.
Here.
Weber.
Here.
Skirms.
Alderman Skirms is joining us by telephone if he is there.
I don't think he's there. It's not.
Might have lost him.
Steiner.
Here.
And Stevenson.
Here.
Thank you. Alderman Hillstrom will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge.
The first item on the agenda tonight is introduction and confirmation of mayor's appointments. Tonight, we will be appointing Vicki Rasmussen to the position of Director of Finance for the City of Neenah. Her first day being February 13th. Is there any objection to unanimous consent of that appointment? Seeing none, that is so ordered. I'd like to also just acknowledge our Deputy Director of Finance, Andy Call, for all of his hard work in serving as our Interim Director of Finance over the past many months. So thank you very much, Andy. Vicki Rasmussen will now be sworn in by our clerk.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me, please. I, Vicki Rasmussen,
I, Vicki Rasmussen,
having been appointed Deputy or Director of Finance
Director of Finance
for the City of Neenah,
for the City of
solemnly swear
to solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States, the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Wisconsin,
of the State of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
Finance Director
Finance Director
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and welcome, Vicki Rasmussen. We're very happy that you're joining us. The third item on the agenda is approval of the council proceedings of February 1st, 2023. Is there any objection to unanimous consent of approval of those proceedings? Seeing no objection, that is so ordered. The next item on the agenda is a public hearing to consider a special use permit request by the Miller Auto Towing and Recovery LLC to establish an automotive sales and towing business at 614 South Green Bay Road. I will open that public hearing. Is there anyone present who would like to speak during the public hearing on that item? Is there anyone here who would like to speak? Seeing no one, I will close that public hearing. We will move on to the Plan Commission report pertaining to the public hearing. Plan Commission meeting of February 7th, 2023, Alderman Steiner.
Thank you, Mayor. Minutes from the meeting can be found on the city website. The Plan Commission finds the proposed use meets the findings of fact for a special use permit, Section 26-48, and recommends council approve a special use permit for an automotive sales and tow business located at 614 South Green Bay Road, subject to the conditions of the special use approval letter, and I so move.
There is a motion by Alderman Steiner.
Second.
Seconded by Council President Stevenson. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none, please cast your vote on this motion using your roll call device. That motion passes 8-0. Next item on the agenda is the public forum. This is the time in our meeting where anyone in the community can speak on any topic of concern of theirs. You have the opportunity to speak for 5 minutes on any topic. Is there anyone here who would like to speak during the public forum? Is there anyone here who would like to speak during the public forum? Seeing no one, we will move on to item number 9, reports of standing committees, regular Public Services and Safety Committee meeting of February 7th, 2023. Chairperson Lendrum.
Thank you, Mayor. Reporting out from the, just my microphone for a second. Reporting out from the regular Public Services and Safety Committee meeting of February 7th, 2023. Minutes can be found on the city website. There's only one item. Committee recommends council approve final resolution 2023-04, sanitary sewer lateral installation and lead water service replacement on Burr Avenue, Chestnut Street, Columbian Avenue, Dykoff Street, High Street, Loudon Boulevard, and with the correction of Loudon Boulevard being Oak Street, 2 Elm Street, and River Street. And I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Lendrum, seconded by Alderman Hillstrom. Is there any discussion on this item or any questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on your voting device. That motion passes 8-0.
And that's the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you for your report. The next item is the regular Finance and Personnel Committee meeting of February 6th, 2023. Chairperson Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. Reporting out from the regular Finance and Personnel Committee meeting of February 6th, 2023. Minutes can be found on the city website. Item number 1, the committee recommends council authorize staff to enter into agreements to fund the purchase and installation of freezer equipment at the St. Vincent de Paul Council of Neenah Menasha Food Pantry with Community Development Block Grant and CDBG-CV funds in an amount not to exceed $115,000. And I so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Erickson, seconded by Alderman Borchert. Is there any discussion on this item? Are there any questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on this item using your voting device. That motion passes 8-0.
Item number 2, the committee recommends council authorize staff to enter into an agreement with Camera Corner Connecting Point for technology upgrades in the council chambers, funded by $50,000 from the IS capital equipment budget and $32,000 from capital equipment reserves. I so move.
The motion by Alderman Erickson, seconded by Alderman Hillstrom. Is there any discussion on this item? Are there any questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on this item using your voting device. That motion passes 8-0.
Item number 3, the committee recommends council approve an interest rate of 5% for 2023 special assessments paid in installments. And I so move.
It's a motion by Alderman Erickson, seconded by Alderman Borchert. Are there any questions, concerns, comments on this item? Seeing none, please cast your vote using your voting device. That motion passes 8-0.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you for your report. The next item on the agenda is reports of special committees and liaisons. The regular Plan Commission meeting of February 7th, Council Representative Steiner.
Thank you, Mayor. Minutes can be found on the city website. The Commission recommends council approve ordinance number 2023-01, approving project plan approval 1-23 for the West Side Business District, allowing the construction of a restaurant with a drive-through lane located at 1121 West Town Drive. And I so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Steiner, seconded by Alderman Borchert. Any questions on this item? Alderman Boyette.
Thank you, Mayor. Director Kaiser, could you specify the location on this? Give us like a better description. People don't usually know addresses.
This is the former Perkins site.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Any further questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on this motion on your voting device. That motion passes 8-0.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you for your report. The next item on the agenda is Board of Public Works meeting of February 9th, 2023. Vice Chairperson Hillstrom.
Thank you, Mayor. The minutes from this meeting can also be found on the city website. There are 2 council action items this evening. First one, Board recommends council award contract 1-23, street, sanitary, and storm sewer and water main construction on Burr Avenue, Chestnut Street, excuse me, Beekoff Street, and Loudon Boulevard to Donnie Parker Excavating from Hortonville in the amount of $2,474,739.50. And I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Hillstrom, seconded by Alderman Borchert. Any questions on this item? Alderman Stevenson.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at that Plan Commission packet. What is the budgeted amount for that, Gary?
The total project budget comes to $2,730,000 for all 4 pieces of that
Yep.
work: street,
Great. Thank you
sanitary,
very
storm,
much.
and water.
So we're going to borrow, we've already borrowed $300,000 in excess of.
That's correct.
Are there any further questions on this item? Seeing none, please cast your vote on this motion using your voting device. That motion passes 8-0.
The second item this evening is the board recommends council award contract 2-23, sewer, water main, and water services and street construction on Brantwood Drive, Brantwood Court, Charles Court, Hughes Court, Memorial Court, and Patrick Court, the David Tenner Corporation, in the amount of $1,077,298.50, and I would so move.
The motion by Alderman Hillstrom, seconded by Alderman Borchert. Are there any questions on this item? Seeing no questions, please cast your vote on this item using your voting device. That motion passes 8-0.
That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you for your report. Next item is reports on neighborhood groups. Alderman Skirms would be doing the bid board report, but I think we have lost the connection to him via the phone. So we will move on to what is next, the library board. Alderman Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. The Neenah Library Board of Trustees met today at 4 o'clock. There are many exciting things planned at the Neenah Library. I suggest that you visit this library website. I have good news to report that the story time today set a record at 97 people. And the tot story time with the little kids, the littles, that came in at 22, so that was also very popular. Please visit the library, check out some books, and I'm sad to report that speed puzzling took place on Saturday, and my team did not complete their puzzle.
Oh.
Thank you.
I did see the winner of the speed puzzling completed their puzzle in something like an hour and 20 minutes or something. Amazing.
They must be professionals.
Yeah, professional speed puzzlers.
How many pieces was it?
How many
1,000.
1,000 pieces.
Holy crap.
Incredible. Yeah, these are people who know what they're doing.
Yes.
The next item, Neenah Arts Council, Alderman Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. The Neenah Arts Council met last Wednesday, and we are, with the Neenah Public Library, sponsoring the Neenah Photo Contest, Assessment Centennial Photo Contest. Photos can be submitted in March, and the second Wednesday in April, there will be a reception to announce the winners. So, and that concludes my report.
Great, thank you for your report. Last is the Landmarks Commission, Alderman Steiner.
Thank you, Mayor. The Landmarks Commission met last week, Wednesday. The primary topic was further preparations for the 150th anniversary, where there's several events occurring. Further details will be made available soon in terms of specific dates.
Thank you for your report. Are there any petitions to be received? Are there any council directives? Is there any unfinished business? Is there any new business that could come before the council? Or any announcements? Wow, you're all awfully quiet. Seeing, oh, wait, Kathy Boyett? Sorry.
Well, I couldn't let you get away off that easy. So I'm just curious if we have an update from Director Hayes on things going on in the city. We've got a lot of projects going on, and so I'm just curious if we can get an update on some of them.
I'd be happy to do that. Is there any projects in particular? Because
Well, let's see. Last time I asked about update on the Shopco. So now there's obviously so many taking place in the Perkins building. So
we have, just in regards to that, right, Perkins is going out. Applebee's, as you know, has closed.
yeah.
I believe there's a lot of interest in that site, although we don't have any applicant for that site yet. Shopco, as you mentioned, we have Planet Fitness. There are two other tenants that have yet to be announced, but they will be announced shortly. We have Noodles, obviously, being constructed out in front of the building. That'll occupy in spring, late spring, early summer of this year. Downtown, we have began work on the parking structure. That'll be coming forward soon. We're doing a conceptual, I take that back, refined conceptual layout for that, and some cost estimates that would come forward to committee for consideration to move that process forward. We have had some conversations with the owners of the warehouse downtown. Arrowhead Park is going well. My office is involved with that. I took the opportunity to tour a really cool facility in Oklahoma City yesterday. It's moving downtown. We have another project pending, but we have at least 2 or 3 projects that are dependent on additional acquisitions. I think I've mentioned one, the industrial park. We are looking at a project there, a very large project, trying to put the pieces together for that. Anything else that I'm missing? I'm sure I'm missing.
Welcome back from vacation.
Yeah.
What is the status on the building downtown next to the Globe? I see a lot of work going on.
Yeah, they're still
so-
shooting for March. They had a setback that the elevator was delayed at least 6 weeks, so everything that needs to happen at higher levels in that building has to go up the crane or up the stairwell. So that has delayed work, but they are, I believe, the 7th floor, and maybe the last time I spoke with the developer, which is probably a couple weeks now, the 7th floor was pretty close to being done, and they're working their way down. But again, that's anticipated for completion in March of 2023.
Great, thank you. That's a lot.
There's more, but I know I'm forgetting things, so
Thank you.
sorry.
Any other announcements? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn. There's a motion to adjourn. Is there a
Second.
second? There's a second. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. We are adjourned.
Broadcasts of the City of Neenah Common Council meetings are produced by University Studios of the University of Wisconsin-Fox Valley. Neenah residents can get information about City Council meetings, City Committee meetings, meeting agendas, and other documents via the City website, www.neenahgov.org. Neenah residents can express their opinions about city issues or about these broadcasts by contacting the mayor's office, contacting their city alderman, or by completing the electronic feedback form on the city website, www.neenahgov.org. All public portions of the meetings are recorded in entirety and are not edited for playback.